Hello, evening here. People have to be empathetic too. People can be pretty brutal about, I just can't handle you anymore. You're just such a downer. That's not cool. That is not cool. So, this can be coming from both sides. And also, when people label you as the toxic person or the toxic friend or the one who's the emotional vampire, that can also be a very unfair label. It could just be someone who's also a narcissist not wanting to have to think about somebody else's problems. So, you need to know yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to be loving to yourself and kind to yourself and know yourself and ask yourself very honest questions. And again, embrace reality, which is my big thing. I always say embrace reality, embrace reality. If you are a person who is recognizing that you are not asking your friends about their lives, you don't know what's going on in their life even. You don't know what, you don't know what the problems are in their lives because you're always talking about yourself, then you need to change that. And if that's been going, and especially if that's been going on for very long, if you have hit a crisis situation and that's why you don't know, then that should also be, there should be a certain amount of finite amount of time on that. And in that time period, you need to be searching for solutions. You need to be searching for ways to get better and ways to fix your life. Because nobody's going to have a friend forever that's going to always focus on you. No one's ever going to do that. And I think that this is actually one of those things that can be a tricky. That usually when the codependents or the empaths are asking questions like, could I be the narcissist or something, they're pretty far off. But I think in this case, there is an instance where we could actually be the emotional vampires if we're not careful. Because the different kinds of people that get to become emotional vampires are, a narcissist is one, and, a person who's like puts people down is another one, but a person who's a victim is another one. And so, being in that victim place, there's, of course, I talk about this too, but being victimized, you have been victimized in a situation. Yes, you are a victim, but that's not a victim mentality. A victim mentality is a repeating, pervasive, never gets better, never changes, in and out of the same abusive relationship, either whether it's with a different person or not, but it's repeating. That is, yeah, you might be empathic, you might be continually victimized by these narcissists, one person or various different people, but that is making you an emotional vampire because you're not changing and you're not getting better and you're not working to do something, and that will wear people out. So if it's, start with simple things. Just make sure you're checking in with yourself and asking yourself, but at the same time, you do need to make sure that you're not being too hard on yourself. If something's happened and you need to talk about it, that's what friends are for. You know what I mean? It's okay to talk about the thing that's happened to you, and it's okay for you to have problems, and it's okay for you to be the one that's taking sometimes, but not all the time. Not all the time. That's just the key. It's always not all the time. And when you're with narcissists, we're used to giving all the time. And so sometimes the narcissist can make us toxic in other relationships because we give all the time to them, so we have to take all the time from somewhere else. So be careful of that, because that's another way that you can end up alienated or without any friends because they're doing that. And likewise, what I have also experienced, and I'm sure you have too, is where the narcissist is always taking from you so they can seem very magnanimous and generous to other people. That I've seen that numerous times. And so, beware of that. So, if make sure that you're checking in with them, asking, checking up on what's going on with them. If, they always come to you, maybe go to them sometimes, or give them what it is you would like say you need a break, some help, you'd love someone to help you with the kids, maybe go over and help them with the kids, and then they'll switch over and do it for you. I don't know what your individual situations are, but you know how it is. You know how to be a friend, and you certainly know how to give if you're here. So just make sure that your narcissistic relationships and the things that are dysfunctional in your life are not ruining the good ones, are not ruining the good relationships you have in your life just because that's how you're balancing it. You've got an imbalance over here, so you're creating another imbalance over here. because you want to hang on to those good friends who have something to give you. Okay, thanks a lot. Something to think about. And if you like this video and want more like it, give me a thumbs up and write some comments below. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.